Welcome to Yoga with Liza, day 76. I started doing this when the gyms were closed in southeastern Pennsylvania. And then as people are signing on, I'm waiting for this to switch over so that I can invite people. And so coming into our plant talk, there we go. Now I can invite people. Seems to be a little slow tonight. Couple things with plant talk tonight. So first of all, I was on my way to help my boyfriend, Charlie. His car was in the shop and went to pick him up to go get his car. And then we went separate ways. He was going to go back to his place. I was going to go to Costco. And the car broke down again. And here we are in the middle of Burlington. And for those of you who know my friend, when things don't go as planned, sometimes he gets a little loud and he yells. But that's his frustration, and I understand that. And so with his frustration, it drew attention on the street. And he got in my car and was turning it around. And immediately I had 3 people driving by ask me, "Are you okay?" Yes, I'm okay. And then a gentleman from the neighborhood came over and was helping to get the battery thing connected. And it was a beautiful thing because we were all different races, all working together and taking care of each other. And I didn't get a chance to thank him. So Curtis and Carrie Lynn, I posted with you because I wanted to thank him for his help in securing the vehicle. So the other thing, on the way to my boyfriend's house, I'm behind this truck and this big huge plant falls off. So I stop on the side of the road, try and pick up the plant and get it in the car so I can catch up with the truck and give it back to him. Well, he was gone by the time I got the plant into the car. And so I didn't know where it went, and we're driving around and had more difficulties, had to wait for AAA, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, I called the nursery. I found a tag on it where it belongs, and it'll go home on Monday. So there's that piece. So then I went out in my yard, and sage, I smudged the room, and I did my sage stick, and I'm smudging the world, and I'm actually smudging right about Philadelphia right now. So, but I went out in the yard, and my rhododendrons are in bloom. And they said that they wanted to come to yoga. And so my rhododendrons, I love them, and typically the one color blooms, and then the next color, and then the next color. However, this year, all 3 colors of the rhododendron bloom together. With wisdom of the earth the rhododendron emotional, physical feeling helps us find our spirit family. And so, over the past 76 days, all of you who have been coming to yoga, whether you've been here every night or one night or another, I feel like I have found my spirit family with having you all come out. And so, all of my different rhododendrons, and I love them all. And then I have this little rose, and rose, as we've talked about, raises the vibration of everything. And this is according to Hildegard of Brigham. So I brought in a rose. And the rose that I have in my yard is a wild rose, and it's deemed as an invasive plant. And I had a friend here last week helping me who said, "Oh, you need to get rid of that. That's a wild rose, it's an invasive plant." Well, that may be, but it's a beautiful wild rose. And in that particular patch in the garden, it's the only thing that will grow there. I've been here for 20 years and I've tried to plant other things next to it and so forth. It's in one of those cubby holes of a walkway. And so my wild rose gives me beautiful rose petals every year, even though it's allegedly uh, an invasive plant and something that should be gotten rid of. So I'm going to put the rose right here next to the world, because after the kids, we're going to do the world meditation. Rose has the highest frequency in the plant family, in the whole plant kingdom. So the rose can help raise the frequency and create healing. When we say prayers, we raise the frequency if we're saying prayers of love. And those of you who have been with me know that, somewhere about 74, 75 days ago, I wrote my love and my happy signs to go up on the wall to remind us that it's important to come from love. On my page today, I have posted work from Dr. Yamamoto, the Sundai Guru, about water and positive vibrations and the way that it heals and the molecular structure. I have posts from Mother Teresa on love and Martin Luther King on love. The only way to heal is through love. The only way to conquer the craziness in the world today is through love. We have to find a loving place in our heart and make amends with ourselves, with others, whoever we can. So, rhododendron, spirit family. And so, calling in all of my spirit family, and maybe if you're not watching with me tonight, you will chime in, and I know that many of you are sending out love in your own way. So, grandchildren are coming at 7:30, and so Henry, Wyatt, Ricky, Angelo, Jace, Cora, Maya, Ava, Braylon, Harper, Anna, Olivia, Scarlett, L'Oreal, Jason, James, Jensen, Emrys, Manny, Zenaida, Kyra, Weston, Carson, Owen, Skylar, KK, Dylan, Nina, Lucas, Robbie, and Michael. And so I'm just going to tilt this up, and Luna is This is Luna. Some of you know Luna. And that she's front and center. She thinks she's the show, right? So we have our love and we have our happy. And real quick, I want to thank my daughter in law who did this experiment with the kids. She put on Facebook Live. She left a bowl of popcorn on the table and she told them they couldn't touch the popcorn until she came back. And she left the Facebook Live on, so they were being recorded. And of course, the 3-year-old snuck a piece of popcorn. And the 5-year-old said, I'm not going to do that. And what she's teaching them is a very important lesson that I taught my kids spiritually. I said, if you live your life as if someone is always watching or the world is always watching, you're on camera and God is always watching, my belief. You're free to have yours. Then you have no worries. And this came from a friend of mine who I worked with, LT. Some of you may know her. She used to say that. And I always used to smile and say, well, you know, they might want to turn their head when I pick my nose. It's silly, isn't it, kids? But the truth of the matter is, in our world today, there are cameras everywhere. Our movements are on camera almost all over the place. Toll bridges, city street corners, traffic lights, on our cell phones, video cameras. Isn't it just common sense to live your life as if the world is always watching? Because today, the world really is always watching. Okay, Grandma, enough talking. Let's do some yoga. So I am going to smell my rose or my lotus flower. And I'm going to blow out the candle. And again, I'm going to smell my rose or my lotus flower. And I'm going to blow out the candle. And one more time, I'm going to smell my rose. And I'm going to blow out the candle. Inhaling, bringing our arms up, stepping my hands, bringing my hands out, my feet come hip width apart, and I'm coming into the sun. And we had beautiful sunshine today. Absolutely awesome, awesome sunshine. Now from here, gently coming into our cloud pose and feeling our cloud, breathing into it. And then from cloud coming into our star pose. Now from star, let's come into our standing X and pick up one foot and feel this big, big stretch. Bring that left foot down, pick up the right foot. And feel this great big stretch. Bringing both feet together, bring our hands into heart center. Shift the weight to the right foot, bring that right knee to the right, and feel our tree. Maybe we bring that foot all the way up and feel our tree and breathe into it. Now from here, this tree, bring that foot down, plant it, pick up the other foot, and find our tree. Now tonight, feeling our tree, maybe our hands are at heart center, our tree's growing. I brought in the oak branch. So maybe we're an oak branch tree and we're strong and we're solid. Or maybe we're a weeping willow tree and we move softly in the breeze. and then bring that foot back to the mat. Shift the weight, bring that right foot back behind. Bring the right foot back next to the left. Bring the left foot back behind. Our soaring eagle. Breathing into it. And the Native Americans would always say the right wing and the left wing are attached to the same bird. Bringing that left foot back down. Inhale, bring the arms up overhead. Gently crescent moon to the side. Inhale, back up, crescent moon back over to the other side. Coming back to center, bringing the feet wide. Let's come all the way down into our ladybug. And Wyatt, ladybug, I think, is now your favorite pose, huh? Breathing into it. And from ladybug, bringing our hands to the mat and gently bringing ourselves into tabletop. Feel our cow. Plant the toes. Feel our cat. Maybe the toes come down in cat. Now, maybe you plant your toes, pick up your knees, come into bear, push all the way back, downward dog. Step, walk, come through into seated. Bringing our feet up, come in and feel our boat. Keep those sit bones in the mat. Maybe you row your boat gently down the stream. Bringing our feet in, coming into our butterfly. Bring the feet out in front, soles of the feet together, knees come out. Bringing our hands back behind. Gently hinge forward. Inhaling up, bringing the knees back in together. Gently bring the knees to the one side. Gentle twist. Gently come all the way back through center. Bring the knees over to the other side. Gentle twist. Coming all the way back through center. Coming into our easy cross leg. So if there are people who are just signing on now, Rhododendron I have as my spirit family. I brought in Rose to raise the vibration and gently starting my world meditation prayer. And before I do that, I have a quote from Mother Teresa and a quote from Martin Luther King, and they're posted on my Facebook page. And I'm sharing them because I think they fit. And so I'm bringing them up. The first one from Mother Teresa is, you don't have time to love someone when you're judging them. And I think that's very appropriate with what's going on in the world today. And also, then, if you judge people, you have no time to love them. I'm correcting myself on my quote of Mother Teresa. Martin Luther King, darkness cannot drive out darkness. Only light can do that. Hate cannot drive out hate. Only love can do that. We need love to heal the world right now. However, you can find love in your heart. And it saddens me that over the past week, well, I'll leave that alone. So, and then my one, if that is an unknown, says we can't always choose the music life plays for us, but we can choose how we dance to it. And that's an unknown author. And those of you who know me, I love to dance. And many of you I met because I was out on the dance floor. If you weren't in one of my yoga classes, we met on the dance floor. And more than likely, you or Charlie were playing the instruments. So I have my rose to raise the vibration, Hildegard von Brigham. I posted some of her music. She also did work with plants, and she was a Catholic saint. I have my Native American people here. That was the other quote from Mother Teresa. I may not be able to find that quickly enough because the internet is slow down here. But the gist of what she says is that who are we to judge others for their spirituality or their beliefs, whether they're born again Christian or okay, I found it. Whether one is Hindu, Muslim, or Christian, how you live your life is proof that you are or not fully His. We cannot condemn or judge or pass words that will hurt people. We don't know in what way God is appearing to that soul and what God is drawing to that soul too. Therefore, who are we to condemn anybody? And I am resharing that on my Facebook page right now because nobody responded to that. But for me, that's hugely important because in this prayer meditation for the world, we're sending out love and light, and maybe we're focusing right here in Philadelphia, a little closer to home, people that we may have in the hospital, sending Reiki, Hail Marys, and forgive me, but I don't know the prayers of all of the different religions to say what they might be. As long as they're prayers of love, please join in with me I'm going to do this for a full 2 minutes tonight. I've been doing it for a minute. I spent a fair amount of time talking. And if you're a Reiki practitioner and you're sending Reiki to the world, hold the distance symbol in your brain and sending out Reiki energy for healing the earth and mankind's relationships. Bringing our hands to heart center. I am grateful for, and whatever it is that you're grateful for. And I am grateful for. And I am grateful for. I'm bringing the world back into the light of the candle. Every night at 7:40, I guess we started the world meditation about 2 weeks ago. Please feel free to join us. The more positive, loving thoughts that we put out into the world, the more we will heal. Inhaling, bringing the arms up overhead. Exhale, bringing our hands back to heart center. Inhaling, exhaling. Bringing our hands back to heart center, bringing our knees into our chest, and give ourselves a hug. We all need hugs. People have been apart for too long. Hugging, healthy human contact helps us stay sane. Hug a tree. My neighbors think I'm crazy. Maybe I am, but I hug my trees. Gently bringing the feet around, and I certainly don't hurt anybody. Try not to. Coming through Hatha Namaskara, turn the head to the right, turn the head to the left. Gently, sun salutation, stretch it out. Inhale, bring the arms up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Bend your knees if your low back is tight. Inhale, halfway, flat back. Exhale, fold. Step back with the right foot. Plant the right hand. Pick the left arm up. Low lunge. Bring the left arm down. Step back. High plank. Knees, chest, and chin are chaturanga. Inhale up. Baby cobra or upward dog. Plant the toes. Come on back over. Downward dog. 5 deep breaths. Spread the fingers wide. Heels into the mat. Knees are soft. Gently looking up at our belly button. Pick up the right foot. Bring it up in between the hands. Low lunge. Plant the left hand. Pick the right arm up. Bring the right arm down. Step forward. Flat back. Fold. Inhale. Bring it all the way up. Hands come through heart center. Tadasana. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Flat back. Step back. Left foot. low lunge. Plant the left hand, pick the right arm up. Bring the right arm down. Step back, high plank. Knees, chest, and chin, or chaturanga. Inhale up, baby cobra, or upward dog. Plant the toes, come on back over. Downward dog. 5 deep breaths. Pick up the left foot, bring it up in between the hands. Low lunge. Plant the right hand, pick the left hand up. Bring the left hand down. Step forward. Flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up, hands up overhead, hands come back through heart center, Tadasana. Okay, so I start with a Havasana Namaskar. It stretches every muscle in the body except for the tongue. So let's stick out our tongue. Lion's breath roar. First lion's breath. And just interjecting, teaching here. Our muscles, the water in our body holds memory. When we do movement, stretches, it releases that memory and the tension. And, you know, it's not just me. There's books all over the place. The Secrets of Your Cells, The Body Keeps Score. There's all different books that are written about this phenomenon. And so by moving, we let that all go. So let's move. Inhale, bring the arms up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. And if you're not doing yoga, walk around the block. Flat back. Step back, high plank. If you can't walk around your block, walk around your dining room table. Chaturanga. Upward dog. Back over the toes to downward dog. Step, walk, jump, come to the front of the mat. Flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up. Hands come back through heart center, Tadasana. One more. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Flat back. Come back, high plank. I'm going to show the gentle version. Maybe you come into tabletop or you're straight in high plank. High plank to chaturanga or dolphin plank, gentler version. Bring the hips to the mat. Inhale, upward dog, baby cobra or sphinx. Ready? Lion's breath roar. Let it all out. Bring our hands back. Come back into downward dog. 5 deep breaths. Step, walk, jump, come to the front of the mat. Flat back, fold. Inhale all the way up. Hands come back through heart center, Tadasana. Movement allows us to let go of the emotion so that we can think with logic and make the decisions for that of the highest good. One more time. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Flat back. High plank. Chaturanga. Upward dog. Back over the toes. Downward dog. 5 deep breaths. Step, walk, jump. Come to the front of the mat. Flat back, fold. Inhale all the way up. Hands come through heart center, Tadasana. Surya Namaskar B, Warrior 1 in the middle. I'm going to do the gentle version first. Coming into chair, Utkatasana. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, high plank. Knees, chest, and chin or chaturanga. Baby cobra or upward dog. Come on back over. Downward dog. 5 deep breaths. Nope, not yet. Pick up the right foot. Bring it up in between the hands. So we're in low lunge. Bring that right heel to the mat. Inhale up. Warrior 1. Opening. Breathing into it. Come on the ball of the back foot. Exhale, fold. Step back, high plank. Knees, chest, and chin or chaturanga. Dolphin plank, baby cobra, upward dog. Back over the toes to downward dog. Pick up the left foot, bring it up in between the hands. Feel our low lunge. Bring that right foot to the mat. Inhale up. Warrior 1. Breath. Exhale, come on back down. Bringing our hands to the mat. Step back. High plank. Knees, chest, and chin or chaturanga. Inhale up. Sphinx, baby cobra. Come on back over. Now we get our 5 deep breaths. Step, walk, jump. Come to the front of the mat. Flat back, fold. Inhale all the way up. Bring the hands up overhead. Hands come through heart center. Tadasana. Warrior poses. Step back with the right foot. Feel our warrior 1. And gently bring the hands up. And maybe you have your hands on the back of the chair. That's okay. Feel that foot coming out to the side. Gently bringing it up. Breath. Now opening. Coming into warrior 2. Breathing into it. Pick that left hand up. Reverse back. Maybe this right hand comes back behind. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the left hand down. Bring that right hand up. Easy side angle. Bringing our hands to the mat, come onto the ball of the right foot. Bring that right foot to the left. Gently bring our elbows towards the mat. Gentle version of humble warrior. Thank you to all who have given me the right to be free. Breathe. Gently bringing ourselves back, bringing that left foot solid into the mat. Maybe you come up through low lunge. Maybe you simply rise and come into your soaring eagle, warrior 3. Hands can be at heart center. They can be out at front. Breathing into it. Take that right foot all the way out in front. Maybe you take a step in there. Maybe it comes straight through. Roar. It's a pouncing eagle. All right. Right foot's forward. Left foot's back. Warrior 1. I'm switching sides so I can see the camera. Right knees out. Inhale. Feel our warrior 1. Gently bring our hands back. Breathing into it. Bringing our hands in, pivoting our hips to come parallel with the long part of the mat, bringing the hands out. Gently feel the breath. Warrior 2. Bringing the right palm up. Reverse our warrior. Peaceful warrior, exalted warrior. Saying the positive words in our mind through our practice heals ourselves. Gently bring that right elbow down. Feel our easy side angle. Breathing into it. Smile. This is fun. Exhale, bring the hands down. Gently bring the knee to the mat. Bring the hands to the inside, coming down into our gentle version of humble warrior. Gently bring that right foot back. Find the balance. Push down with our big toe in the mat as we pick ourselves up, and maybe you come up bit by bit. Maybe you come up in one fell swoop into our soaring eagle. Breathing into it. Gently bringing that left foot all the way out in front. Straightening that leg, bringing the arms up. Lion's breath roar. Bringing the left foot back to meet the right. Ashtanga Surya Namaskara. Inhale. Exhale. Flat back. High plank. Chaturanga. Upward dog. Back over the toes. Downward dog. Step, walk, jump, flat back, fold, inhale all the way up, hands come through heart center, Tadasana. Adults, let's come down into our wide leg squat. I want to stretch the hips open, working our way towards a pigeon, opening the hips. So coming wide leg and feeling this gentle stretch. Maybe the hands come to the mat and you come up into your crow. Maybe you simply bring the fingers back towards your body, stick your tongue out, and one more time, lion's breath roar. Let it out. One more time, let it out. Now from our crow, bring our hands back around. One more time, step back, high plank, knees, chest, and chin, or chaturanga. Inhale up, come on back over, downward dog. 5 deep breaths. And yes, I'm packing the sun salutations in tonight. It's movement. It makes yoga a little bit more cardio. Step, walk, jump, come to the front of the mat. Flat back, fold. Inhale all the way up. Hands come through heart center, Tadasana. So letting go of, bring the feet wide. Emotions, burning off the emotions to find that centerness of peace and love. And if you notice, I'm working to keep my words positive, feeling our star pose. Now from star, bring the hands in, bend the knees one side, come on back to the other. Bend the knees long, one leg long, and this may be where you hold. Maybe you bring the arms around. Breath. Gently bring the hands all the way back to the other side. Bend that knee. One leg long. Coming back to center. Inhale up. Bring our hands all the way back behind. Chin to the chest. Open the mouth all the way up to the ceiling. Now close the mouth. Swallow. Fill our cheeks with air. Swish the air around in our mouth, slowly letting it out as we bring our chin back to chest. Open the mouth up, close the mouth, fill the cheeks with air, gently bringing it back. Open the mouth, fill it with air. One more time, come back to center. Wide leg forward fold. Bring the hands all the way up and over. Breathing into it. Maybe you have your hands on the floor in front of you. Honor yourself. Gently, one more time, inhale up. Feel the side to side. Step back to the front of the mat. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Flat back. High plank. Knees, chest, and chin. Chaturanga. Inhale up. Plant the toes. Come on back over. Downward dog. Step, walk, jump. Come to the front of the mat. Flat back. Fold. Inhale all the way up. Hands come back through heart center. Tadasana. Step back. Right foot. Low lunge. Bring that right knee to the mat. Inhale up. Feel our crescent lunge. Heart opener. Give and receive love from the heart space. Breathing into it. Now, bringing the hands one more time to the inside. Heel toe that left foot out. Bring the hands down to the mat. Maybe you pick up that back knee. Feel our gator. Arms maybe come through center, maybe down in the mat. Inhale back up. Maybe you heel toe that left leg across as we come into upright pigeon. Those of you who do pigeon on your back, Nina, come onto your back, honor your hips. Wendy, who else? Ethel. No, Ethel can do upright, never mind. Cross, bring that leg across. Gently pick up that back knee, let the hips come down, melting into it. So places that we hold tension in the body, neck, shoulders, hips, primary places. Some people feel them in their knees or their ankles. Some healers would say that's because they're afraid to take the next step forward. Maybe that's just where they hold their tension. Exhale, fold all the way down. No judgments. Crunch, no judgments, right? Exhale, fold. Bring the hands down. Gently inhaling up. If you're on your back, roll over onto your side. If you're upright, plant your toes gently. Pick that left foot all the way back up into the air. Bend the knee, look up under the right shoulder. Down dog scorpion. And maybe you bring that left foot over and flip your dog and come back over. Maybe you don't flip the dog. Honor yourself. Breath. Pick up that right foot. Bring it back up in between the hands. Feel our low lunge. Bring that left knee to the mat. Inhale up. Crescent lunge. Breathing into it. Bringing the hands to the inside. Gently come down into our gator. Honor yourself. Come back through center. Walk that right foot over. Bring it parallel to the front of the mat. Pick up your left knee. Feel your hips settle down into the mat. Feeling your upright pigeon and then walking yourself down. I'm coming into incumbent pigeon on my back here. This is where I honor myself in this pose. Now, if you're in your upright pigeon, gently walk your hands back up. If you're on your back, bring your feet back around. Being mindful not to rock and roll too much because I don't want to get in trouble when you can't sleep tonight. So coming from here, we're all going to push it back into downward dog. Pick that right foot up. Bend the knee, look up under the left arm. Coming back to center. Feel our downward dog up. If you want to flip your dog, go ahead. I'm not flipping on this side. Coming back to center. Step, walk, jump. Coming through into seated on the mat. Gently bringing the right leg over the left, and maybe that left foot comes back to the right hip. Gently coming into our twist, looking back over our right shoulder, breathing into it. Coming back to center, uncrossing and recrossing, bringing that left foot on top. Maybe the right foot comes back to the left hip. So it looks like this, and you're in half Lord of the Fishes. Taking that right hand, bringing it all the way back around. Coming back to center. Gently letting the legs cross so the pinky side of the toes come to the mat. Maybe the right leg is still out in front and you come into half cow face. Inhale, bring that right arm up. Gently bend the arm back behind. Bring the left arm back behind. Feeling this gentle stretch. Gently lean forward, breathing into it. Inhaling back up, uncrossing and recrossing, bringing that right leg on top. Bring the left arms up. Maybe we hold right here. Maybe that right arm comes back behind. Gently hinge forward, breathing. Inhaling back up, gently uncross. Now, maybe you roll onto your back for your bridge. Maybe you gently bring it around and come through one more sun salutation. Surya Namaskar, A, high plank, knees, chest, and chin, or chaturanga. Upward dog, back over the toes, downward dog. 5 deep breaths. Step, walk, jump. Come through again into seated on the mat. Exhaling, rolling down, coming into our bridge. Gently push up in the middle. And I'm going easy on bridge tonight, so I'm holding right here. Maybe you push up in the middle and feel your bridge pose. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, roll down. Inhale, bring that right foot up. Gentle circles, bring the right foot down. Out and around and back up. Down, out, around and back up. Down, out, around and back up. Reverse, bring it out to the side. Look out, Luna, you're going to get clobbered. Bringing that right foot back and around. Inhale, back up, out and around. Inhale, up, out and around. Bring that right knee in. Inhale, push up one more time into bridge pose. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, bring that left leg up. Gentle circles one way. Gentle circles back around the other way. Bringing the leg, bring it down, out and around and back up. You can bend your knees in modification if the low back needs a gentler version. Out and around. One more time, bringing it down to the mat. Out and around in a circle. Now, reverse, bring the left leg down, bring it in and bring it back up, out and around, bringing it to the mat and back up. One more time, bring it out, down and around and back up. Bring both feet to the mat one more time. Inhale up, feel bridge. Maybe you come up on your tippy toes. Maybe you pick your feet up, write your name on the ceiling. Maybe you just hold the simple version because that's where you are tonight. Honor yourself. Exhale, come on back down. Bring our knees into our armpits for happy infant. Gently bringing the knees, feeling the rock from side to side. Breathing into it. Maybe you have your toes, the outside of your feet. Maybe you're holding the back of your thighs. Gently straightening the legs up, feeling legs up the wall. And this is where I'm holding tonight. If you want to come into your shoulder stand or waterfall, please feel free. If you don't know what I'm talking about, please hold where I am tonight. Breath. Now, everyone bringing your hips to the mat. Bringing the soles of the feet together. Bringing the toes up to the ceiling. Breathing into it. Feeling our cobbler on our back with our toes up. Now maybe the outside edge of the feet come down, bringing our hands up overhead, palm to elbow, palm to elbow. Bringing our knees in, give ourselves a hug. Gently stretch all the way out onto the mat. So you're flat onto the mat. And I offer Reiki. I send it out through distance. If you wish for the energy to pass you by, ask it to pass you by and it will. If you want the Reiki energy, loving prayers, thoughts of rhododendrons and roses, I have the myrrh up there too. Ask it to come to you and I'll send it out. Gently deepening your breath as you're on your back, turning the head from right to left and left to right. Bringing the hands up overhead, feeling the stretch from our fingers to our toes. Bringing our knees into our chest, giving ourselves a hug. Gently rolling over onto the right side. Pausing and thanking ourselves for our practice. Gently pushing ourselves up, one vertebrae at a time. Coming into easy cross leg. Or your version there of easy cross leg. The power of positive thinking. I don't think there's the one of you who's watching tonight that I wouldn't link arms with and walk in peace. Positive thinking. Love is letting go of fear. And so on. Chicken soup for the soul, full of stories about random acts of kindness, random acts of love. The mudra for releasing fear Bringing the left hand to the belly button, palms up. Bringing the right hand up. Releasing fear to make room for love. To make room for love. To make room for love. Bringing our hands into heart center. Sending love to the world. Sending love to all of you. May the light within me, that white light with the rose, salute the white light with the rose within you. And when we are truly at this place, we are all the same. Namaste. Be happy, safe, and healthy until we meet again. Thank you to those of you who have been with me for the past 76 nights. And Chrissy, Sarah, Cindy, good to see you. I don't know why it's pausing tonight, Cindy. I hope you stuck it out with me. Ethel, good to see you. I'm not sure why the sound is low tonight. Mike, thank you. Linda, thank you. Nina, Cynthia, Dave, Allison, Cindy, thank you. Thank you for staying and sticking with me. Aquala, love. The Rainbow Warriors, Gary, thank you. Everybody be happy, safe, and healthy until we meet again tomorrow night. I will be here every night until I can go back to teaching yoga in the gyms. I love you all too. Thank you.